Okay, so I don't have anything planned. This is just going to be kind of a free-for-all, see what happens, which is why I'm recording it and not going live with it, because I don't want to drag you through it if it ends up being a terrible class. I just won't ever post it. But if it ends up being a class that feels kind of good, it shall exist on the YouTube channel. All right, so join me. It's quite a sales pitch, isn't it? All right, so we're going to start off in child's pose, and I want you to bring your big toes together. I'm going to start off with my knees as wide as my mat. You're welcome to have your knees closer together if that's more suitable for you. And then go ahead and let your forehead come down to the mat. My chin is tucked. It's normally going to look more like that, but I've got this microphone here, so my chin will be tucked a little bit. My arms are forward, but you're always welcome to let your arms come to your sides. And I just want you to take a few breaths here. Just connect. Feel the breath coming in and out the nose. Hear the breath coming in and out the nose. And if you have a deviated septum or even allergies, some reason why breathing in and out of your nose is not appropriate for you, by all means, breathing in and out of the mouth is just fine. And the reason why I cue breathing through the nose is because it will help trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that relaxation response in the body. As long as we keep the breath mindful and slow and controlled, you'll be in good shape, though. All right, so if your arms aren't always forward, bring them forward. Look forward, come up onto your fingertips and walk both hands over to the left-hand side. And then walk those right fingertips just slightly beyond the left to get a big right side body stretch. If it feels good, you can let your head drop here. But I will ask you to try to keep your head down instead of throwing your chin out because I want those neck muscles nice and long. And then we're going to walk back through center, staying on the fingertips. Walk the hands over to the right-hand side. Walk the fingertips, left fingertips slightly forward of the right. And either letting the head drop or keeping the gaze down and the neck long, shoulders away from the ears. Good, and then you're going to come back to center. You're going to come up into a tabletop position. Good, so shoulders over elbows over wrists, hips above the knees, ankles behind the knees, and then we're just going to go ahead and inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chin, shoulders away from the ears. Really create as much of an arch as you possibly can through your back. And then as you exhale, I want you to tuck the tailbone, push the mat away, chin towards the chest, pull that belly button in and up towards your spine. Good. Really push. Really feel a stretch behind the neck and the shoulders. Let's do that again. Inhale, big breath. Good, big movement. Exhale, push the mat away. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, big breath. Belly drops. Good. And then push the mat away. Chin towards the chest. Create as high of a Halloween cat arch as you possibly can here. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to relax, coming back down to neutral. I want you to walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders, curl your toes under, and press the hips up and back into down dog. Good. So you might want to walk the dog, bend the right and the left knee. You might want to turn the heels, find a little twist. You might have to dodge your bulldog trying to lick your heels while you're doing it. Thank you, Gunner. You're so helpful. Good. And then go ahead and shrug your shoulders here. And then I want you to relax your shoulders back down. Go ahead and nod the head yes, shake it no. Go ahead and bend the knees, lift the hips. Keep pressing the palms into the mat. Keep pulling the torso towards the thighs. Let the head drop. Good, and then either straightening the legs or keeping those knees bent, you're going to reach your right leg up to the sky. And keep reaching those toes away from you. I don't want you to open up the hips, meaning that I want your hips to stay level, both the hip points pointing down towards the mat, and keep reaching with your right toes as if that right leg was going to try to pull your hands up off the mat. Operative words, as if. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and start to bring that knee all the way through. You're going to start to find yourself in a lunge here. Good. So just drop the hips down, roll the shoulders back, looking forward, and feeling every bit of tightness in the body from the running and the workouts you've been doing. Good. And then go ahead and press back to down dog once more. I liked that bent knee version, so I'm going to go with bent knees, and I'm going to reach that left leg towards the sky. So right knee's bent, left leg is straight, pushing those toes away. Left toes trying to pull my whole torso up off the mat, my hands up off the mat. Keep reaching, keep the hips level. You got this. Try to relax your neck. Beautiful. And then you're going to start to slowly bring that knee forward and through. And just know if your foot stops here, you are welcome to grab that foot and move it up. All right, finding that lunge. Left knee drives forward, right heel drives back. Roll the shoulders back. Let the hips drop a little bit into this, just because it feels so good. So good. All right. And then you're going to go ahead and press back to down dog. I want you to bring your knees down to the mat. Start to bring the hands under the shoulders a bit, and then inhale the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left to bring your right shoulder, your right temple, your right ear all the way down to the mat. So I want your head resting on the mat. Now you might need to use that left hand to support you, or if your neck is comfortable with the weight, you can bring that left arm up, flip the palm back the left hand rests on the right hip. Good. So a little warmth through the shoulders, that little stretch. And then go ahead and bring that left hand down. We're going to press into the left hand as we inhale the right arm back up to the sky. And then right arm comes down to meet the left. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath. Left shoulder, left temple, left ear come down to the mat. Remember, you can use that right hand to help support you if all the weight in your neck is not suitable for you. Or you can bring that right arm up, flip the palm back, let the back of the right hand rest on the left hip. So I'm a modified version. Again, microphone makes me do different things. Good, and then right hand comes down, start to press into the right hand, sweep the left arm up, left hand comes down, walk those hands slightly forward. We're going to come back into our down dog. Good. Beautiful. From our down dog, again, I want you to shrug those shoulders and then relax them back. Let the head get nice and long. You're welcome to have bent knees here if that works for you. And then inhale the right leg up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Slowly bring that right knee, right foot all the way through. Good. So we found our lunge. Then you're going to bring your left knee down. I want you to flex your left foot and make a little hamstring curl here. Good. And then bring the toes down. We're going to come back and stretch, meaning that we have right foot down, ball of the left foot. We're straightening the right leg and letting the head drop. Good. Come back down to the lunge. Look forward. Roll the shoulders back. Left knee comes down. Hamstring curl. Left foot comes down. Press yourself all the way back. Good. Let the head drop. And that right front knee does not have to be perfectly straight. You can bend it if you need to or if you want to. Good. Come back down into the lunge. Open up the chest. Left knee comes down. Hamstring curl. Good. Go ahead and bring the left toes down. Start to straighten that right leg. Fold over. And then I want you to turn your back left foot flat. But I want the toes at an angle, about a 45-degree angle, so they're pointing towards the front of the mat. Right knee is bent. Walk both hands over to the left here. Start to find those down dog arms again and let the head drop. Now your right glute might want to push away from you. I want you to pull it under. I want you to feel every bit of the weight that leg is supporting. Yes. Good. And then walk the hands back slightly. We are still keeping our torso at the angle. You're going to keep the left hand down directly underneath the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up. Twist. Perfect. Right hand comes down. Start to walk both hands over. Find that lunge once more. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders. And then relax the shoulders. Let the head relax. Let the neck relax. Shake it out if you need to. And then inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Find the lunge. So left foot forward, ball of the right foot. Drive the left knee forward. Right knee comes down. Right foot is flexed as we do a hamstring curl. Good. Hold it. Keep pulling that heel towards the glute. And then bring those right toes down. Start to straighten that left leg. Come back into your stretch. So remember, left knee can be bent. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You're not getting someplace faster with a straight leg. Good. Come down into the lunge. Right knee comes down. Flex the right foot. Hamstring curl. Good. Right toes come down. Go ahead and press back. Find your stretch. Let the head relax. One more time, coming into the lunge. Right knee comes down. Hamstring curl. Good. Bring those right toes down. Find your last forward folding bend over the left leg. And then you're going to turn those back right toes flat this time. Left knee's bent. Both hands walk over to the right. Find your down dog arms. Let the head drop. So again, that left hip might want to come out. I want you to pull that left hip under you. I want you to press into your left foot. I want you to press into all four corners of your back right foot. Really connect through the hands, through both feet. And yeah, feel the sensation in your left thigh. We're just going to call it sensation and not something else. Good. Looking up, you're going to bring your right hand directly underneath the right shoulder. Left arm sweeps up towards the sky for a twist. Good. Bring both hands down to the mat. Start to walk them either side of the left foot. Come back onto the ball of the right foot. Step the right foot back. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, walk the feet all the way forward towards the top of the mat and just find yourself in a forward folding bend here. I like to have a little bit of a bent knee. Again, yoga is a muscular, not a skeletal expression, so we're not going to lock anything out. Bent knees, I'm going to let my arms hang, but you can grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. Just let the head relax. And feel your torso drape out completely over your legs, coming out of the tailbone nice and long all the way to the crown of the head. And it's like the crown of the head is spilling all its secrets onto the mat. Slight bend of the knees. We're going to roll up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Feet can stay hips width apart. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Good. Exhale, pull the elbows back, puff out the chest. Look up if you want, but you can look forward if that's better for you. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive or pray down, forward folding bend. Again, really utilize those bent knees. Head drops. Inhale, looking forward, coming up halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to a plank pose. Come to plank on knees. Look forward, come down 90 degrees, hold. Elbows back. Pressing all the way back up. Here we go again. Coming 90 degrees, hold. Elbows are kissing the ribs. Come back up. Here we go, last time. 90 degrees only. Elbows kissing the ribs, shoulders back, scapula flat on the back. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Feet are long. Try not to kick the bulldog in the face. Hands come under the shoulders. Good. So your forehead's resting. I kind of have to do weird microphone things. But I want you to roll your shoulders back. Start to press into the palms. Lift the forehead and the chest up off the mat. Good. Elbows by your sides. Shoulders down your back. And then come all the way back down. We're going to come back up to that plank on knees. Curl the toes under. Press hips up and back. Down dog. From down dog, you're going to step your right foot forward, turn your left foot flat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Pull the right hip back, press into the left hip, shoulders back. Good, big breath in, look up. Exhale, draw your hands behind you, interlace fingers, roll the shoulders back again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, dive to the inside of the right leg. Don't let the torso rest on the right thigh, but it's okay if it's brushing it. And then roll the shoulders back, let the head drop. Start to press the palms together, and then lift up away from your tailbone. Good. Go ahead and start to pull yourself up with your knuckles. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, open up, warrior two. I'm going to heel toe my feet so that the right arch lines up with the left, the right heel lines up with the left arch, sinking into warrior two. Gazing over my front right hand. Pull that left arm back a little bit. Try to find that your torso center, not too far forward or too far back, and sink into it. Good. Start to straighten your right leg. Pull the right hip back. Reach forward with the right arm. Find the length. Right hand to right shin. Left arm towards the sky. Triangle pose. Good. So we're not going to let our head drop so that our chin is elevated over our forehead. We're going to keep a nice long spine here. And if you find that your booty's back and your chest is forward, you just need to come up your leg a little bit higher. Good. Keep pulling back with that left arm. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and bring both hands down to the mat. Step back. Find your down dog. Come forward into plank. Plank on knees. Come down 90 degrees. Hold. Elbows against the ribs. Look forward. Press up. 90 degrees only. Press up. 90 degrees only. Hold. And then lower all the way down to the mat. Forehead on the mat, hands under the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, press up to cobra. Come all the way down. Come back up to plank on knees. Curl the toes under. Press back. Down dog. Opposite side. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn so it's easier for you to see me. Good. And we're going to go ahead and step that left foot forward. Turn the back right foot flat. Press into the left foot as we come all the way up. Warrior one. Relax your shoulders. So I want energy through the arms, but relax the muscles that you don't need to flex. Face, jaw, shoulders, middle fingers. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands come behind you, interlace fingers, opposite thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back as you inhale again. Exhale, fold forward. Torso comes to the inside of the left leg, and let the head drop. Press the palms together and press them away, and then start to lift them away from the tailbone. Good. Keep pressing into your feet. Where can you find yourself grounded? What muscles can you relax? Can you keep the breathing fluid? Good. Start to pull yourself up with your knuckles. Arms up and overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Again, I'm going to heel toe my front left foot. Left arch, left heel lines up with right arch. Can't ever get that right, can I? Go ahead. Reach through the arms, gazing at the left hand, sinking into warrior two. All those fun little micro adjustments. Good. And then start to straighten the left leg. Pull the left hip back. Reach forward with the left arm. Left hand to left shin. Right arm reaches towards the sky. So remembering your adjustments. Noticing where you are. Feeling where you are. And then changing things, if required, on your own. It's the whole goal. It's for you to be able to do this on your own. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and start to bring both hands down to the mat. Step back, press back to down dog. Let the head drop. Go ahead and shrug the shoulders. And then slide the shoulder blades down the back. Shake the head. Yes. No. Good. Start to come onto your knees. Hi. And then you're going to sit back into child's pose for just a moment here. Sometimes I like to grab my feet and give them a little massage. You can bypass that if you like. Another option is to grab the heels and come up into a little rabbit pose. And coming back down. We're going to find our way back into down dog once more. I'm turning. Excellent. Step the right foot forward this time, and I want you to walk both feet over to the left-hand side, so you're eventually stopping in the middle of the long side of the mat. Feet are parallel. Good. Walk the hands out. So the hips, I'll show you from the side. So when you walk the hands out, the hips come directly above the ankles, so we'll be able to get in the hamstrings more. And then I want you to start to let the elbows bend and let the head drop. So you might want a block here. You might want to bring your feet wider or narrower. Just find wherever works for you. And if your hands don't come to the ground and you don't have a block, you can bring them to your shins. We don't have to look the same. It's okay. Good. Big, big, big stretch. And then walk the hands forward once more. Good. So we're going to keep our right hand directly underneath our chest, the center of our chest. Left hand comes to the tailbone. I'll turn so you can see. And you're going to start to roll the left shoulder open and turn your gaze towards the left shoulder. So that left hand is to keep your hips level. And if your hips are level and you want a little bit more, go ahead and reach that left arm up. It's not the end of the world if your hips go unlevel. You're just going through the vertebrae more when you don't keep them askew. Good. Both hands come down. Let the head drop. We're going to find the opposite side. So, all right. So looking forward, left hand's directly underneath the sternum, the center of the chest. Right hand comes to the tailbone. Roll the right shoulder open. Start to turn your gaze up towards the sky, towards the right shoulder. If you feel level, if you want more, you can reach the right arm up. So word of warning, try not to crank yourself with your bottom left arm. See if that left shoulder is remaining in the socket and not corkscrewed up. Excellent. Both hands come down. Go ahead and let the head drop. I'm going to turn. And then you're going to inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. I want you to step both feet to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive or pray down, forward folding bend. Inhale, look forward, coming up halfway. Exhale, step back to your down dog. So I'm going to turn. From here, you're going to step the left foot forward, walk both hands over to the right hand side. So same thing, we're going to come with our feet parallel in a wide-legged stance. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. So this time I want you to turn your heels and toes out. And you're going to go ahead and bend your knees. And I want you to bring your hands to your thighs. So you could be a little slouchy shouldered here. But I want you to drop your right shoulder in and start to rotate your gaze over your left shoulder. And you could use that manual pressure on that right leg to just give you a little bit more of a twist. But again, you want to be very gentle, very mindful. You don't want to try to force your body into a shape. This is just an aid. Come back to center. So same thing, we're going to start to drop that left shoulder down, roll the right shoulder open, turn the gaze. Option to use that left hand to open up through the twist in the hip a little bit more. Good, and then coming back through center, we're going to start to stand all the way up. We're going to come to the front of our mat. Good. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive or pray down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back to down dog. Then start to slowly come down onto your knees. Perfect. And then I want you to press your left leg away from you. Keep the ball of the foot on the mat and just press into that heel. Get a little bit of a calf stretch here. And then you're going to start to turn. So you're going to start to balance on your right leg and right hand and your left leg. And you can go ahead and reach the left arm up towards the sky. If you want to get a good little side stretch here, you can reach the left bicep by your ear, reaching forward, pressing into the right knee and the right hand, creating a big old arch through the left side. Good. Start to come back down, relaxing, making our way back to tabletop. I'm going to turn because a bulldog will get kicked in the face. This time you're going to go ahead and press your right foot back so the ball of the foot is still, or the toe still on the mat, pressing into that heel to get a good calf stretch. And then start to turn so that everything comes onto your left hand, left knee, right arm reaches towards the sky for a modified side plank. Good, and then go ahead and reach that right arm forward, right bicep by the ear. Get that big right side body bend. Ease. Just some good stretchy stuff today, man. Sometimes you need it. And then start to come all the way back down to the tabletop position. I want you to come up onto your fingertips. Create a nice high Halloween arch here. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Walk the fingers back a little bit, but not so far back that you can't keep your hips above your knees anymore. Good, and then you're going to go ahead and sit back and relax. Drop your hips to either side. Perfect. I'm just going to wind it down. So I'm going to stay here. We're going to start with our feet in Baddha Konasana, our knees in Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees out, and pull the heels as close to your body as is suitable for your hips today. If you're really limber, you can pull the heels really close. If you're not as limber or you're just not having a limber day, the feet can be further away for more diamond shape. But I want you to hold on to your toes or your ankles or your shins or even your knees. Sitting really tall. You're going to start to lead out with the chin and the chest, keeping a very straight back here. And see if you can let your inner thighs relax to allow the knees to drop down a little bit more. Keep extending out from the tailbone all the way up through the spine to the top of the head. And then start to pull the belly button towards the spine. You're going to start to arch your back, tucking your chin towards your chest, and bringing your forehead towards that space between your feet. You're welcome to use your elbows to gently guide your legs down here, but it's not required. It's just an option. Good. And then start to roll up nice and slow. Head comes up last. Good. And then I'm going to bring my hands behind me, straighten the legs, give them a shake. Moving on to the next one. All right. So, Janu Shavasana, I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. And I'm going to inhale the arms up and overhead. Turn my sternum towards that left leg. Press the left leg into the mat. And then come out and over, 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 over. Eventually letting the hands touch the toes, the ankle, the shin. Everybody's going to look different. I can touch the toes, but I rather like having my hands on both sides of my shin and helping press into that left hand to create a little bit more of a rotation than I'm going to feel in my lower back and hip. But this might feel good. Just know that this is not the end goal. And if you're compromising everything just to get the toes, I'd rather see you have a straight back. Good, and then come all the way up. I'm going to keep my right knee bent, but bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. I'm going to wrap that left arm around the right leg. That right arm's going to come over and back with the hand landing in line with my tailbone. Looking forward, big breath in, sit tall, and then as you exhale, roll the shoulder open and twist. So today seems to be a twisty day too. Good. Try to keep the hips level, meaning if your right hip's creeping back towards your right shoulder, push it forward a little bit. Good, and then release. Turn the gaze forward. Lean into the hands. Give it a shake. Turning for you. You can stay just as you are. Right leg stays straight, left knee bends, sole of the left foot touches the inside of the right leg. Arms up and overhead, turn towards the right leg, exhale out and over. Toes, ankles, shin. So each exhale allows you to come a little bit closer to your right leg. Don't worry if you're up here more. It's all good. We're not trying to make it all look the same. We're just trying to get into our body where it is today. And then inhale, come up. We're going to keep that left knee bent, sole of the left foot on the mat, right arm wraps. Left arm comes behind us. Looking forward, big breath in. Exhale, rotate over the left shoulder. So let each inhale allow you to be a little bit taller. Each exhale allows you to twist a little bit deeper. And let the breath do that naturally for you rather than forcing the movement. Start to turn the gaze forward. You can lean into your hands, straighten the legs, give them a shake. And then you can start to scooch onto your mat enough that once you roll yourself all the way down, there's a place for your head. Let's do a nice little happy baby's pose here. Knees are bent, ankles stacked above the knees, arms come to the inside of the legs to come over, the hands over the tops of the feet, and then grab the outside and pull down. And it's okay if your feet come closer together, not the end of the world. That, through practice, eventually does change. Get a nice long spine here. And then you're going to go ahead and relax and hug the knees. Bring your arms to the side, feet as wide as the mat. And we're just going to do a nice little windshield wiper motion here. Letting both knees fall to one side. And then back to the other. Do a few of these. Your own rhythm. Your own timing. And then whenever you're ready, you're welcome to start to make your way into Shavasana. Or, if you have to go, please do, but please do so very mindfully. Don't rush off the mat. Try to move slowly. But if you're here with me, I want you to let that space between your eyes relax. Jaw relaxes. Head feels heavy as the neck relaxes and the shoulders fall back. Feel the weight go all the way down to the palms of your hands. Inhale, exhale, heart beats softly in your chest. Inhale, exhale, any tension in your belly dissolves away. Inhale, exhale. Muscles of your legs begin to release their grip. Feeling that softness move all the way down through the knees to your ankles. And then out the toes, allowing you to drop into your final and deepest relaxation. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you need. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. This one actually kind of worked out. Namaste.